Hi, my name is Suzanne Barron, founder of Christ's Illuminati. This one, this video I'm doing to show the public where I'm at financially. I'm doing this because I know how people can pick at certain things. They can pick at certain things, and you'll see me asking for donations, and then at the same time you'll see me advertising a T-shirt business. I'm saying help me with donations, but I've got this T-shirt business. I don't want anyone to think that I'm just trying to hustle any money off of anybody. If you're a follower, then you'll see me. I do a lot of clip-ins because there's things that I'll hear and I'm like, no, I really should say that. Um, because the message is so important, I feel that this needs to be addressed because I don't want the idea of she's just trying to make money off of this. That's all. I don't want that idea to steer somebody away. I don't want you to think that and then not get the message in because of that thought process. I don't want that. The message is so important. It is so important. Artificial intelligence and humanoid robots and prophets. The end of time prophecy. It is so important that you actually read the book. So for this, I feel this needs to be addressed so that you don't get the wrong idea. We understand that as humans these days, we have got to work in order to sustain our own living. We have to work with our hands. Paul said, man will not work, neither shall he eat. I have no problem working. I spend all day right here on this computer trying to get my message out. This message is important, and I've tried ways to earn an income with it. I thought to sell books. I haven't sold very many books. We're going to go through all of these. It's not a usual, I'm already nervous, usual video, but I want to show you. I've tried to make an income off of this thing. When it came down to getting the book out, the first book I didn't sell very many. And ultimately, God's message is supposed to be free. The message is so important. It should be free. It should very much be free. But the issue is getting it out there. It's not free. It's not free to get it out there. There are free ways of doing this, and I have figured out a lot of free ways to doing this. And it comes down to most of the time using subscriptions, and you get a 7-day free trial here, this, that, and the other. But when you do that, you get very unorganized because you have to create all these email addresses, and it becomes a cluster. And I just want to show you where I'm at. Okay, so as far as the screen is frozen right here, the email address problem, right? You'll see this one says Megan Daniels. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to scam no one. Megan Daniels is my friend, my best friend I went to high school with. She passed away, and sometimes I even wrote a book and used her name as a pen name. I'm trying to. It won't let me do it, will it? When you sign up for these subscriptions or whatever, sometimes we'll change the name because I don't want to be red flagged. Like, hey, well, Suzanne Barron was using this account. I just don't want to be red flagged. So that's what you got right there. So still me. I mean, it's still me. But that's what that is. Illuminati exposed. You see the rest of them say Suzanne anyways. But that's all the email addresses that I have. That can be very just like you can get very unorganized quickly with that right there. But why do I do that? Well, because I have to create a new email address if I want to do like a subscription. Runs out, well, I'll use the other one. Those kind of things just to keep going with it. And it gets unorganized. It just gets unorganized quickly. And I'm having that problem right now. Ultimately, the reason why I've done so well this month is because my neighbor Michael, He turned himself in. When I first met Michael, he was not on drugs. Okay. We talked about scripture and stuff like that. Uh, I met him years right after COVID. Or his wife died of COVID, and he wasn't using heroin at the time. And over the last almost 3 years, you just watch him climb down, like he's just going down, down. And I actually met him before my attack on Olean's Lane. That's beside the point. He turned himself in because he called his probation officer and said, I don't want to die. I'm using heroin. I mean, he got down to like less than 90 pounds. I hadn't really been talking to him much because I'm not trying to be around a heroin addict. He knows that I've got this ministry, but he hasn't really like been like looking into what I've been doing for the last, I don't know, almost a year. It's been a minute. And he goes to jail. I'm handling his finances for him. Got his debit card, and he has given me permission to do certain little things to spread the message. And that's why I'm having such good luck with it this month. This is just a temporary thing. He's going to be out of jail soon. I mean, I cannot expect him to continue to pay for my subscriptions. I don't know how I'm supposed to say these things other than just prove it to you. Um, Other than just prove it to you. So just bear with me. I think we'll just start with the book. Okay, so as you can see, these are orders that I have placed. I have to pay for my own book. Um, Two of them are to my pastor, and one of them is to Elon Musk. And I haven't had any other orders on Amazon for the past 3 months. I mean, it's been a long time. It's like the longest. I'm just trying to say, like, it's really not important. Okay, so obviously I have to pay for my own book, right? I mean, it's common sense. So I've sent out books to get people looking at it, right? I mean, that costs money. Okay, hang on. Where am I at? Uh-oh. Okay. So this black one right here, that's the book. Obviously, I've tried to earn money off them. I had them posted for free for a while, and people were reading them. And I thought that pretty much, the idea of these books are kind of in the first one that I'm advertising for free. And then, I could try to earn a little money. Somebody might want to read it. I haven't sold a single one. Um, Again, I'm not just not complaining. It's not what I'm doing here. I'm trying to show you where I'm at. I wanted to show you the statistics on the book. Am I going? Okay, yeah, because I didn't do that earlier. Okay, so what's cool about this software is it'll show you it. It won't show you the book statistics until the next day, but you can see like the mass. It'll show you today on the mass statistic, and so you can see in 7 days I've had 377 views. The time in books, an hour. So it's like not really. I don't know if those numbers are accurate. I would say it takes a lot longer than an hour to read the book. For that, 181 readers, 1 hour. It leaves me questioning, but it does decipher between a reader and a viewer. I don't know how it does it, but it does that. Yesterday I had 156 because I did a mass email to like 300 celebrities. I just resent. I had been sending some celebrities emails, and then I made a brand new one, a brand new email feed, and then I just sent that to all of them, and so it was a big number. But you can see I'm getting views. People are reading it. I want to go through, just do like last 3. It's not even been on this website for a month. So that's how many people have viewed it. 1,500 people have viewed it and 648 readers. Okay, you can see what has happened here. So that's really good. Are they finishing it? Are you finishing it? I'm not. I don't know. I try to do like put links at the end of it to try to see if people will click those links, you know, the tiny, so I can get the statistics on the links like toward the end. If you're clicking on it at the end, then I know you're reading it. I just did that, started on that yesterday, so I don't have any. I just started doing that. I changed the links to the tiny URL codes or whatever so I can track it. Just did that yesterday, so I don't really know. That's a copy one. So we go over here, statistics right here. It'll show you some things. Let me just make it bigger. Active time. That's like the time of day, 1 a.m. You know, so obviously the hotspot's like between 1 and 2. Duration. Five minutes. That's how long they're in it. So they're not really reading it. 55 minutes. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to show you something. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to show you something. So you can see I'm not just trying to, hey, I need money and yet making $1 million off t-shirts or nothing like that. I'm not doing that. Sometimes it just helps to just be transparent. I know this in life. It's kind of worked with me like that a lot in my life, to just be transparent. So I'm just trying to be transparent. Now, this subscription, this is the one I cannot lose. This is the one because of the flip book that I am advertising for free. Now, the reason why, I mean, it has a free subscription. Everything has a free subscription, right? But the free subscriptions are limited. Now, see, this book has got, show you why this is important, that I cannot lose this one. Has got links in it. See the links where they turn blue? Those links take you to YouTube videos, studies on schizophrenia. I think there's even, it might not be in this one. I had the book, but I couldn't find it in my file to put it back on here. I'm just trying to find one to click on. But that took you to the demon possessed man. That's probably going to charge you. Okay, so that's not really the one. We want to click on a different one. Come on. Here's a page. No clickables. Hang on, I'm trying to find some clickables. Just you can click on it. It's got the link option. Now the free subscription does not have that. It won't do that for the free subscription. So that's really important. My slow computer. That's really important for me. What are you doing? Is that not working? Click here to proceed. Oh yeah, it is working. That was weird. I didn't know it did it like that. So it has all the subscription, I mean the links. Oh, that was the lion. I could have shown you that one. On that video, a lion pops out of nowhere. It like literally does pop out of nowhere. It really does. I obviously don't have good software. I'm sorry for that. It's a lot of clicking around. Okay, here's another one. So this one right here shows you this is a thesis paper that somebody wrote. Where science is saying that Moses, Jesus, Abraham, St. Paul's behavioral neurological perspectives to determine whether new insights can be achieved. I've done a whole video on this one. They're saying that these men were having psychotic disorders and symptoms throughout Scripture. That's what they're saying about these men in our studies, or in the Bible. That's what science is saying about these men. That they were having psychotic disorders and symptoms, and that they were like schizophrenic and mentally sick, this, that, and the other. And they were. But the issue is, it was real though, because that's what happens. I mean, that's what happens. I told Trinity, I said, I'm going to start focusing, maybe a couple days, I'll start gathering up enough information to like get started. But I want to start focusing on how there are people who hear voices in the world that they're actually saying it's quite common to hear them and it's not causing them any suffering. And a lot of times people just think that it's their conscience, and it's actually very common to hear voices. Very common. More common than you think. Potential causes, while it's absolutely possible to hear voices without any underlying condition. Auditory hallucinations sometimes have a specific cause. You can hear voices after losing your hearing, when grieving a loved one. You'll hear voices when grieving a loved one. That's really important. That'd be like a red flag. I would have to really talk on that one. Coping tips. So it is common to hear voices, to hear spirits and stuff like that. So when I say that they're like select people in the world, I mean, the Spirit said that there will come a time when everyone would worship in truth and spirit. Everyone. And we're waiting for this trumpet call that the whole world could hear at one time. Right? Well, what was the trumpet call in Revelation? It was a voice. The trumpet call is not a musical instrument. In Revelation, John's vision of the Lord's day, he heard a voice like a trumpet. He equated it to a trumpet because the sound came from all over. It was not a musical instrument. It was a voice. So that back to my point. That subscription is the most important to me because of the user accessibility, I guess is the way to say that. Because it's the links prove the book. Without the links, then you're not going to be able to see it the way it's supposed to be. And how many people are actually going to type in those letters? Like type in every single link as they're reading it. They'll probably just skip over it because they don't want to do that. So to have the clickable links is very important. And so that subscription is $30, I believe. Let me find it. I can't really get into the system to figure out where to show it to you without showing you the the private information. So obviously I've got an active subscription to the Platinum plan. So we'll just go look over here. We'll do it this way. Platinum is $35. Okay, so how do you open it up? Plan, compare the plans. I mean, we all know that things cost money. So I'm just trying to show you. I mean, we all know this. Where's the link? SEO text. Where's the link thing? Custom link. I'm not even in showing you where it's at. I guess I'll go right here. Right here. See the link detection? Okay, 15. So there was a reason why I did Platinum. What was that? The video, maybe. The videos. It might have been the videos. But you see, the free one doesn't do the link. So either way, you're still paying for it. But I've got 35. I can't remember why I chose that one. Probably the videos. Something it wouldn't let me do. It wouldn't let me put a website link either. And then that one said the Enterprise. That was 90. So I said, okay, well, that's not important. That's not my recording, yeah. So I said, that's not important. So I let that go. All right, so now I have to remind you, $35 The books were about almost 20 a piece. Michael's paid for all of that. I signed up for a subscription to 7-day free subscription to contactanyscelebrity.com. As the 7 days approached, 7 days, I go to cancel the membership so I don't get charged. And it said, sorry to see you go. How about we offer it to you for a 50% discount instead? So it went from $200 to like $97 is what it was. And I'm like, well, that's half off. Michael paid for that as well. It's really a blessing. Now, see, the thing about it is he probably would still have helped me out with all of this prior to going to jail, but like I said, he's been so messed up on heroin, he hasn't even really been looking into my stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not that he's like just doing it because he's in jail and no. Before he went down his slope, he understood where I was at. So it's really a blessing. I'm just saying, all credit goes to Michael right now, all of it. Hang on, I want to show you. I've said this before in my ministry that my ministry isn't really about ministering. It's about giving you the truth. That ministering is an extremely important part of Christianity, but that's not my message. Not to say I've lived a certain life. As people get better at being speakers and get better at becoming an encouraging person. I understand the need for encouraging words, and sometimes I lack the ability to say it. When I said all credit goes to Michael, no. I mean, yes. But, see, I forget to mention and how to say these the right way. All credit goes to the Lord, right? Working through Michael and allowing this and having the heart to say, yes, do it. Because he lives in Michael. And Genesis 50:20, you intended it to harm me, but God intended it for good. Sure, it took him going to jail for him to open back up to say, yes, do this. But you intended it to harm me, but God intended it for good. He needed to sit down. He made the right decision. I support him all the way for that. I've been there. I know how hard it is to say, hey, I got a problem. I know how hard it is. I've looked at my pastor. I have come to him when things were getting bad for me, when I had relapse, and I could see like this is not what I want to be doing. He didn't even know. I just came to him and I needed an accountability. I don't know if he ever understood why I did it, what the purpose was behind it. I never felt that reprimand from anybody, like the stern speech. Like, I mean, I just looked to the ground, like a father. I've never experienced that with any person. And this man, I could trust him. It's like the only person in the world I've ever been able to trust. And I came to him a couple of times and I told him, I was struggling, and I did that for the accountability because I knew if he knew, then I wouldn't be hanging out with this girl, because if he saw me with this girl, then he would know that I was getting high. And that's why I did it. I told him what I was doing because I needed that accountability. I know how hard it can be to make that right decision. It's more. Okay, so this is my website, christisilluminati.com. That domain name cost Michael $15. I had it where it had the myshopify.com at the end. But the thing about SEO is that you're not going to hit Google with that .myshopify.com. Google's not even going to let you process into that. I'm still not on Google because I'm still on the trial of this. So I can't get into the DNS settings of Shopify until I start making the subscription cost. then they'll allow me to get into the DNS. And at that point, I can start messing with the Google Analytics, and then I can pop up on Google. Everything costs money. But without your own personal domain, you're not going to pop up as like a higher on the list for your Google search, which is very important to be seen. My last website that I lost, it was IlluminatiExposed.com. I had the .com on that one too. I lost that one because I couldn't make sales. I finally got up on the I got up on the Google list, right? I got up there. Not like it's top, but you can see I'm actually popping up on Google. And so I've learned how to maneuver that. But you're not going to get there with the christisilluminati.myshopify.com. You've got to have a good domain name. So I have that now. But this is the t-shirt, the clothings, right? This is the clothes. Am I recording? Yes. However, the downfall with Shopify, again, is while you're in the trial subscription, the $1 a month for the 3 months, they don't let you into your DNS settings. You cannot get in there. So I can't DNS link the Google Analytics page to Shopify, my Shopify page. I'm sorry, it's called Google Search Console, not the analytics. Google Search Console. I can do the analytics, but the Google Search Console for the indexing, I can't do that yet. Page to actually get in there and do the indexing. You have to do like these indexings and make sure each page of your website is like indexed properly in order to be seen on Google. And Shopify will not let you into your DNS settings until you're making that payment, the subscription payment. So that's the downfall for Shopify. The other website, it wasn't like that. It was $1 a month, but you can get into it, and that's how I got up there and I learned. But that one was $14 a month, but it didn't run a store. I had to do some weird. I don't like it anyway. Shopify is going to work better for me in the end, no matter what. I didn't know that at the time. But I can't get into the DNS. I can't do any kind of Google indexing to actually show up better for the public until I can make payments, the payments for the website. That's why making the sales is important, so that the sales can pay for the subscription. I thought to add this. Well, no, I'll come back to this thought because I want to show you something else. Hang on. Now, why the t-shirt? Why is that important? I didn't think that I would be selling t-shirts. I didn't. This is just something that I just thought maybe I can give it a try to raise awareness. I mean, I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt right now. It's my daughter's t-shirt. But how many times do you go along in life and you see somebody with a t-shirt and you ask them about their t-shirt? I mean, people do that. You'll ask, hey, where'd you get that shirt? You know, whatever about it. People like t-shirts. I used to be one who would always buy like a t-shirt each restaurant. You know, people like t-shirts, t-shirt collections and stuff like that. People like t-shirts. You see the name Illuminati. Somebody's wearing a t-shirt and it says Illuminati, Christ is Illuminati, or was Illuminati exposed and you got seraphim with it. People are going to ask you about that t-shirt. They're going to ask. And it gives you an opportunity to tell them Christ is the true light. The other light is darkness. The light that you think you have in you is dark, how great is that darkness? The other light is not light at all. He is darkness. They are both Illuminati, but Illuminati means to be illuminated by a light, to be enlightened by a light. Christ is the true light. Christ is Illuminati. And for this purpose, he has proved his own existence through the name of Illuminati, and we are giving credit to Satan. We are saying that Satan is the one who's making these movies. And that's what we're saying, which Christ is the one who predicts to the future. 1 Peter 1:11, Christ predicts to the future, And not just that, he predicts to the sufferings. He predicts sufferings. I watched Flight 93 with Trinity and her husband yesterday for the Twin Towers on the $20 bill. How did that happen? We blame Illuminati and the government for that. Okay, we're halfway right, because Illuminati did do that. The finger of God created that $20 bill, and the finger of God made it so that when you fold it, it resembles the Twin Towers. In 1998, the Twin Towers went down in 2001. So what is that, 3 years? 3 years before the Twin Towers went down, the finger of God predicted it. Illuminati New World Order deck of cards, card game. How many predictions are on those cards that have come true? How many of them are bad? 1 Peter 1:11, predictions, sufferings. Christ is the true light. That's why the t-shirts are important. That's why I feel that they'll make sales. It's just gotta be the eye. I mean, they should make sales. It's the name that people are running from right now. We need to change that. Christ is the true light. He is Illuminati. Predictions to the future. Satan wouldn't warn you. Satan would not warn you. It's not like a super big store. That's popping up because, I know why. I mean, this is it. It's not a super big store. I don't have a lot. That's not sold out. You can see there's some doubling. I have been working really hard. And the reason why it's doubled right now is because of the disorganization of all the email addresses that I have. You try to get free subscription here and there, and you have to use an email address. That's really what that's about. This is where I wanted to talk. I said I would come back to it. Talk about something else, right? I am open to a partner, somebody who can help me with this, as far as the t-shirts go. Somebody who is willing to invest in the software, or I'm open to suggestions. Now, I am not an idiot, though, and I'm saying this for a purpose. Okay, I'm fixing to show you why. I'm not an idiot. I would check you, make sure this is going to be a proper business, right? I have some business training in my life. I used to run a cleaning business. I hired an employee. I do know a little bit about business. Not as far as like franchise kind of stuff. This is a little different than cleaning homes. But I do understand, which is why the internet, an online t-shirt is kind of, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm stuck, okay? I could use some help, and I would be open to that. Now, let me show you, in my recording, yes, I am, show you what has happened as far as people, like, reaching out to me saying, hey, we'll help you, kind of stuff. I'm going to show you something about that. I'm tired of these scammers. I'm tired of them. Okay, so this is an Evelyn Pope. Now, she reached out to me on Facebook. She says, hello, how are you? I'm good. And you? She says, are you open for business discussions? Absolutely, I am. Let's see what you got. What kind? And she says, I come across your store from Shopify Community, and I took the time to review your website, and I noticed your remarkable efforts. However, I also identified areas of improvement and growth. As a Shopify freelancer and industry expert, I'm here to help you evaluate your website. Would you be open to receiving some valuable suggestions and fixes? Certainly, I would. I'm struggling to get my message across. Could I ask you to do something for me? Before I go anywhere with anyone, I need to know that they understand what I am doing. If you don't understand what I'm doing, then we can't proceed. We are not proceeding until you understand exactly what I'm doing. You have to understand my message before we can go anywhere together. That's common sense, right? So I asked her, do you understand the value behind why I built my store? This is it's important. And I said, could you look at this digital file? Here, take opportunity. Here you go. Send the book to her, read it, look it over. That'll help you to understand my message. If you get it, then yeah, we can proceed. She said, yeah, after the analysis, can I ask you some questions? I'm still at this moment, I'm thinking, okay, where's the profits or anything? The message, I don't hear anything. I'm just waiting. I said, sure, go ahead, ask questions. Is it an e-commerce website? And that's where we stopped. Is it an e-commerce website? I was certain that you told me that you had already checked out my website and noticed my remarkable efforts. Wouldn't you know if it was an e-commerce website? Because wouldn't you know that? So then I just kind of go check her out, right? Let's check her out. This is Evelyn Pope. I mean, sure. Okay. Freelancer, right? So no big deal. She's got a bunch of men for her friends. 9 friends is all she has. You are a freelancer, and they're all men. I feel like I just had a hypocrite moment where I said, okay, sure, because I'm looking at how she's dressing, right? Uh, she's got style, right? So, I mean, the short dress. I'm thinking about what I'm doing is I'm thinking about what society sees as far as a business person. It's not really necessarily being hypocritical, but it could seem that way. I'm thinking, sure. I'm thinking, what would our normal look, right? Look at me, right? I'm trying to run a business. What would we normally think when we're looking at somebody for like a business? You know, she's got style, she's clean cut. Those are very important. To be clean and tidy looking is very important. I wouldn't go to a job like this. I wouldn't. I'm just in my bed, okay? I understand the difference. I understand the difference. My sister used to say, why do you get all dressed up to go clean houses? Because I'm the boss. I'm the boss. If I was just the employee, I would go in sweatpants or sports clothes. I'm the boss. So I come in a nice t-shirt and jeans and I'll clean, bleach my t-shirt up because I'm the boss. And she said, "Oh, that makes sense." But I'm not trying to judge style. This isn't her. This isn't Evelyn Pope. I'm trying to make a point about something. People do look at your feeds and stuff. Like people do that these days. They'll check you up and stuff like that. That's why I've been transparent about my personality and who I am and to show you my intent, the heart of me. My heart is 100% in the right spot. My heart all the way. All the way. So I don't want to sound super hypocritical. I'm making a point because I'm looking into her. I would take a freelancer that looks like that. No big deal. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just making a point. Just making a point. Say something. All right. Let's look at your this is how you check for y'all watchers. Anybody watching? This is how you check for scammers. You are December 8th. Today's it's not like just over 2 months. Your account's only been open for 2 months. Your online presence is not very credible because you've not been around that long. December 8th, same day. How many people's profiles and banners are actually put up the same day for those credible people? Because usually you put your profile up and you do your banner the day you create your account. Sometime down the road, you'll change one of those. So this lady is a scammer. I don't know what she's trying to get from me, but that's a scammer. So that's not what I'm looking for. And I know how to check for it. You have to use an email address to get the free subscription, right? Well, when that lapses up, now you got to create another email address to continue to use it for free. And then that you get stuff like this. It's very difficult. So I've got to fix that. I didn't even know it was doing that. That's what that's going to come down to. So I want to show you this Shopify right here. The t-shirts were up on the other website as well, and I lost that website. This Shopify right here, they give you 3 days for free so you can get it started. And then for 3 months, it's $1 for 3 months. And then it charges you, I think it's like 45. We're going to find out how much it is. Okay, here it is. So you can see that it was 3 months for $1. And then the basic plan is $39 every 30 days. And that starts February 9th, which I'm almost there. And I haven't sold a single thing. Not one thing. Then you start making the subscription cost. If you start making the sales, that's beneficial, right? Well, I don't want anybody to think that I'm asking for money while I'm running a t-shirt business, because in a year's time, you see that 12 months at the top of the screen, I've sold nothing. But I don't want anybody to get confused and think that they have not been up for a year. That's just the option to see more than a month. That was the next option. It's like a month and then it's like a year. So I had to hit the year in order for you to see that I haven't made anything. It's only been up on this website for 3 months, obviously. I'm like making money off t-shirts and I'm still asking you for your money. If I sold the t-shirts, I wouldn't ask you for your money. I just thought maybe this could help to show somebody. The subscription to the contact any celebrity, that's going to be great. All right, this flow desk. I'm going to show you the flow desk. This is a email marketing thing, right? And I've handled a couple of email marketing websites with the free trials, the free trials. This one I like, and I don't want to lose this one because I like this program. I've played with a bunch of them, and I like Flowdesk. It's going to be my favorite so far. And why do I like this one? It's unlimited. Unlimited. So you get this is a month free, right? A month free. I didn't have to put any card in on this one, which is cool because you don't have to forget, like, oops, I forgot to do that. So it's pretty neat. So you get a month on this, and it's unlimited. It also has like e-commerce. Hang on, let me get logged in. Okay, so I'm in. Now, these are the emails that I have sent, and I think this is really cool. It has the option to like look at it. You can view how many people are clicking on it. You get to see the statistic numbers. It tells you a lot. I like this software. I really, really do. This one is, how much is this one? Hang on, in case I get some personal credentials that pop up. Well, no, I didn't put any credit cards or nothing in this one, so I ain't worried about it here. Let me see, where's it at? Plan and billing, here we go. So it's 25 days left. Lock in unlimited. Choose your plan. $35 a month. It also has the e-commerce, which could be helpful. I don't know what it's doing for e-commerce. That is $59. Well, e-commerce is for clothes. It's for your websites and stuff like that, your online stores. So that could be helpful. I can't look at it. It doesn't let you look at that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm running a not cleaning. I don't clean anymore. Trying to build a t-shirt website, and all of my advertising. See, this is where it's hard because I have to make a choice. try to do my best as far as where's the screen? As far as integrating the what are you doing? That's really gonna mess me up. Okay, like I said, I try to do my best as far as like integrating in the t-shirts or, the donations, or that's not how you look at it. Go back. I guess we'll do it this way. I know how to do it. And it gives you a link option. This one is cool. That's what I'm saying. You get a shareable link to the email address or to the, copy it, go over here, paste it in. Then I can like post it all over Facebook. It's pretty sweet. I like this one. So you see the whole email. All right. So like I said, I'm trying to do my best with integrating the t-shirts into it without sounding like I'm just trying to hustle money off somebody. And look at this slow computer. Come on. But what's more important is the book and the information in that book about artificial intelligence and humanoid robots and the mission about schizophrenia and the prophets. That's more important than selling t-shirts. And I know that. So it's a struggle I have to choose. And I put my focus here on advertising a free book that costs money to advertise that I don't have. And so then I do all that, and then I try to link in a t-shirt. I'm trying. Thought that this could help. Maybe.